I never knew was that the greatest secret to church growth was traffic. So I say traffic. Can I say traffic? Can I say traffic? I thought it was prayer and fasting. I didn't know it was traffic. Your church will not grow until people pass through the door of your church. Until they experience you, there's no chance. If you want your church to add 1,000 persons who come to stay, and you understand that good churches are able to secure about 25% of those who come to their church as visitors, and you want 1,000 persons to settle down. Are you with me? Are you with me? If 1,000, if 25% is equals to 1,000, 100% is equals to 1,000 over 25 times 100. That's 4,000 persons must pass through your church that year before you can think of having 1,000 persons to stay. You're not hearing me. Okay, let me bring it down to the barest minimum. Are you ready? Hiya. Can I go and rest? I don't try you. I should go ahead and explain this. Let me explain bring it to the barest minimum. If you want your church to add 52 persons this year, 52 only, and you know that a good church can keep only or about 25% of those who come, that means that every Sunday you cannot have less than 4 persons coming, of which you can keep 1. So, for you to have 52 persons added this year, you need to consistently have at least 4 persons, newcomers, every Sunday, of which you return 1. Let's say you want to add. Are you still with me? Want to add 104 persons this year. So your church is just 200. You want to get to 300 and something. Do you see the hard work you need to do for traffic? So every day you walk into church on a Sunday morning and you didn't see newcomers, tears should start coming out of your eye. That's why people die small. They're too busy fighting other things. They're not concentrating on Sunday morning. They say church is not growing. Church is not growing. I don't understand what is happening. We need to do program. I need to pray for the sick. I need to do this. Sir, go and rent a crowd. Just let people pass through. Let them test your soup. The more they test your soup, the more they feel like, this guy can cook. Let me go again next week. They test your soup, this guy can cook. Before you know it, they become your regular customers. I release grace on you today. Whatever will make them pass through your door, begin from this month. That's why we do these conferences we do. Because sometimes you can overlook the most important things and major in the minor. If you're here, say yes. You are too busy. That's why you see some very intelligent pastors, very holy pastors. They put a banner in front of their church. If you are dressed like this, don't come in. If you are like this, don't come in. If you are like this, don't come in. How can you fry a fish you have not caught? Please explain to me. How? That means you don't make altar call on Sunday. Because any pastor that should be making altar call on Sunday morning should expect sinners to come. Please talk to me. But you know some people don't learn new things. They keep rearranging the nonsense in their head. You challenge them with information and are dying in mess. If I'm going to make an altar call on Sunday, I should expect Amraba to be in church. I should expect Harlot to be in church. So when I come to church and I say, those of you who are giving your life to just walk down, I expect that somebody that's walking up to the altar was convicted by the message. Are you hearing me? But you say, no, I don't want to hear. Before you come, you must prepare you. You must be holy before you come to be holy. You know, is anybody? You must be holy before you come to be holy. And they put the banner there, and you correct them, they get angry. And in that same church that day, they're talking about people who are dressed in trousers should not enter. There's a woman there that came from the boyfriend's house, but she's not dressed in trousers. There's a man sitting there who embezzled government money, but he's not. Am I talking to somebody here today? There's somebody there who just slapped his wife 2 days ago, but he's well dressed. Thunder fire.